and you can quote this on me. There is no way the Orioles or Red Sox make the playoffs this season. Uh, yeah, yeah. There's no way. There's no way.
I set the bar really low at the NBA predictions.
I don't think all Mavs fans look into the stats like I do.
It's not the great value Target brand toilet paper or whatever. It's the Charmin Ultra Strong.
I don't know if Nick Nurse is the coach for the Raptors. I don't know if he's the reason why they won the 2019 championship. I feel like that was more of a team effort.
The Mavs cannot say we do not miss Seth Curry shooting threes.
This questions the firing of Dwayne Casey, who I think is a very underrated coach.
To me, the Capitals really pushed all their chips for this season.
Hello, I'm Mike Grimes, and you've been listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions of the Week. We covered the wildcard race, which is chaotic, but it's also a chaotic division race, except for one team. And the fan of that team is Austin.
That is true. I am a fan of the Boston Bruins, and we don't really have to spend much time on the Atlantic Division race because it's not really even a race at this point. I think the Bruins can stop running.
And the Maple Leafs are the Lightning are 6 points behind the Maple Leafs, so it looks like Bruins will face whoever wins the wildcard spot, and then Lightning and Maple Leafs will face off.
Yep, that's how it's panning out. I think we could after 30 seconds, we can go on to the Metropolitan, which is a little bit more interesting. Any of the top three can win it, but it's really up to the top two. Carolina, New Jersey, and New York.
Yeah, Rangers could go on a miracle run, but probably not. I think the Hurricanes still take this because the Devils and Rangers have played one more game than them.
That's true. The Hurricanes do have a relatively tough schedule going forward, I believe. So let me check right now. Yeah, they play the Predators, who are fighting for a playoff spot. The Sabres, Ottawa, Detroit's not all that difficult. And then Florida, who's fighting for a playoff spot. So they have about 2 tough games left. But they still should probably win at least 3 of those. And if they win 3 of those, I think they're in at least for the top seed. So I think they can easily clinch it as long as they take care of business.
Yeah, and I think Devils will probably stay at 2 and Rangers stay at 3.
Yeah. It's really crazy in that division, the drop-off. I guess that's also not really as true in the Atlantic because 102, 96, 87. That's only 9 points. There's no, except for 1 to 2. But in this one, between 3 teams at 100 and no other teams in 90 range.
Yeah, it's a
huge drop-off.
Yeah. And then, with the Atlantic, the Bruins being incredible. But then you have 100 to a 90, which is pretty close, and then 90 to 80. I know you said that. But the West, to me, and this can count as our transition, seems really competitive and a huge thing. And we'll go Central Division first because I view if the Stars and Wild played, that'd be really good. But if somehow the Wild got to 1 and the Stars would have to face the Avalanche in the first round, to me, I'm like, ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, and as recording this video today, the Dallas Stars, Avalanche, and the Wild are all tied. The Dallas Stars tonight play against the Flyers, who are horrible this year, and that should be a win. Colorado Avalanche play against San Jose, and that's not a good team, so they should win. And then Minnesota plays against Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh's fighting for a playoff spot. So I would say Pittsburgh probably has the advantage. The top 3 teams in every division so far have clinched. So we just need to know the 2 wildcard teams in each division, and those are up to a couple teams. But we really are looking at these 3 teams here as all 3, obviously, with having the same amount of points. But the Stars have to win that game versus the Flyers tonight if they want a serious chance of getting that 1 seed. I think the 1 seed would be huge for the Stars because they wouldn't have to worry about playing a team that is really close to their level. Because if they're playing Seattle, who I think is good, but they're not really in that same upper echelon of teams in the West.
Yeah, and another thing that I would want to add is the the Stars. Man, I can't remember what I was gonna say, but the Wild. Oh, I remembered. This Wild. I thought it was gonna be okay. Now it's down to the Stars and Avalanche. They've been playing really well, and I think Kaprizov is back, so they were able to mitigate the Kaprizov injury, and now they're really competitive. And you could, like, I would say the Stars, but any of these three teams, it's going to be so nice to get the 1 seed because you're going to have the 2 and 3 battle out and you just have to face one. But if you're the 2 and 3, you have to beat the other guy and then you have to face that number 1 seed if they win, which I would presume win. I would think the Avalanche, pretty confident in them winning the first round. I'm not sure about the Wild, but like still I would have them win, and I think I'm kind of in the same realm of the Stars. Like they would win. It'd be tough. If the Flames made it, so would the Golden Knights face the last
The Golden Knights,
wild card?
the team with the most points plays the wild card team with the least points.
Okay. So Golden Knights would play the Flames right now. Or no?
No, they play Winnipeg right now. Winnipeg
Okay,
has the
Winnipeg.
edge because they played less games, so Winnipeg still has an advantage. If Winnipeg wins out and Calgary wins out, Winnipeg gets in.
All right. Yeah, that's like if it was the Stars versus Calgary, I'd be a little bit worried, but yeah.
I do want to mention really quickly that Kirill Kaprizov has not returned yet, but I'm looking at it. Kaprizov practiced on Wednesday, April 5th, and could return for Saturday's game, according to Jesse Pierce of NHL.com. So he's not returning tonight, which is Thursday as we're recording, but he could return for Saturday's game, which would be big because I believe that is against the let me just find out. They play Saturday.
I'm going to guess Islanders?
Is Saturday the 10th?
No. Saturday's
the 8th. They play against the Blues on the 8th.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So I guess it's not that big. They play
Well, that's a good
Penguins,
load.
Blues, Blackhawks, and then Jets and Predators. And so
Okay.
they're playing 3 teams there. They probably have the toughest schedule left, I believe, of those 3 teams. Let me just take a quick look at these Stars.
Have the Stars played the Knights yet? I know they still have to play them. Or them.
They do have to still play the Knights. They have the Flyers, Knights, Wings, Blues. So they will probably easily beat the Flyers. They'll struggle a little bit against the Red Wings, but they should beat them. And in the Blues, they should. That's a division rivalry there with the Blues, but the Blues aren't good this year. So they really only have 1 tough game left, while Minnesota has 3 hard games left. And then to look at the Avalanche schedule remaining, they have 6
easy.
games. I will check. They play the Sharks, which is easy. They play the Kings, which is hard. They play the Ducks, which is easy. They play Edmonton, which is hard. Then they play Winnipeg and Nashville. So I don't think it's going to be all that easy. I think the Stars have the easiest schedule left, but they do have 1 less game to be played.
I remember that.
So I would say advantage right now goes to the Stars because they have experience on the team, and I don't want to jinx it or anything with your favorite team there, but the easiest schedule left, if they can get it done, especially if they can beat Vegas. I mean, if they can still beat Vegas, they have a chance of getting the 1 seed in the conference because they played 1 less game than Vegas. So they would only be 4 points down to Vegas, and Vegas has a much harder schedule than the Stars at the end of the year because Vegas plays Kings, Stars, Kraken. That is 4 playoff teams to end the year. Vegas does. And if they struggle a little bit against playoff teams, well, that Kraken is still trying to guarantee their playoff spot. I would not be surprised if maybe the Stars could even leap them, but that's a little bit too far ahead.
But back to the current Minnesota team, that even goes more into my point of they're doing really well without Kaprizov, which I did not expect.
A team actually that I would say probably does end up winning the 1 seed in the West is probably Edmonton. Edmonton has won 11 of their last 12 games. And they're scheduled to end off. They have 3 games left. San Jose, Colorado, San Jose. Now, the most points they could get is only because they played 79, which is 2 more games more than Dallas and 3 more games more than Colorado. Only 1 game more than Vegas. So the most points they could get at 6 is at 109, while I think the Stars could get higher than that at 5, 10. No, the most the Stars could get is 108, actually. But Edmonton, 3 more games, and they don't really have a tough schedule besides the 1 game against Colorado. So I do think that they have.
Or what were we going to say?
What was that?
I was going to say McDavid. I would not be shocked because McDavid is just continuing to be on a tear this whole season.
That's true.
So I didn't mean to interrupt.
So, yeah, it's all good. So, we'll kind of do predictions a little bit. So, obviously, you and I both have Bruins and Hurricanes. But in the West, I'll take the Stars to win the division, and I'll take the Oilers.
Ooh, I'm gonna go currently as now. I'm gonna be lame. I'm gonna go Golden Knights win, and then I'm gonna say Avalanche because part
So
of
you're
that.
sticking with what it say. You
Yeah,
think everything
and I
stays.
just if I'm a star, like I don't want to face the Avalanche in the first round. I'd rather face the
Well,
Wild.
they get the 1 seed.
But then, yeah, I could, but I don't believe in that. But I do hope Jason Robinson hasn't passed 100 points yet, right? Or no?
No, he has.
Oh, he has. Sweet. Let's go.
I believe he hit 100 points last game. Yeah, he's at 101.
Sweet. So he's the leading.
Yep.
I think that's
Most points in Stars history. The most points in Stars history was Mike Modano at 93, so
Yes.
he blew past that.
And then there was something. Maybe it was goals. I know he had gotten close to with Mike Modano. But yeah, let's go, Jason Robertson. That guy's awesome. And then you have Kaprizov. And then Golden Knights are alive and kicking. I think that one's going to kick me in the butt because I'm pretty sure I'm missing the playoffs.
Yeah, I think you did have Vegas missing the playoffs.
Yeah.
We will have to review that. I don't think I have the. Wait. I do have it right here.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
Yeah, mine's online.
Yeah. I'll just take a quick look. I do have Vegas making the playoffs. Nice. Let's go.
It's good win for
Also
you.
had the team I don't have. The team I'm going to really regret is St. Louis and Vancouver in the West.
Oh,
In the
yeah.
East, oh no, I have Columbus. Oh boy.
Yeah,
And
I think I
Ottawa.
was a big believer in Columbus too. But yeah, the West to me is the Wild West. Sweet.
Oh, 100%. I'm glad I had Dallas making it. They've obviously clinched, so there's no jinx there.
Awesome.
Colorado, Minnesota as well. So we'll review this when we get to
That's a
playoff
little
time.
teaser.
Yeah.
I think we'll just end it there. Wild division races. So we both have Boston, pretty easy. Then we have Carolina, and then West is where we disagree. You have Stars, Oilers, and then I have Golden Knights, Avalanche.
That's how it's sitting.
So a little recap. Make sure to follow us on OO_podcast 20 on Instagram, and then OO_podcast for Twitter. Hope I said those right. Let us know what you think. Disagree with us, comment. We post daily updates. Well, we've been doing daily streaks of videos, so you'll see a daily thing of the episode we have for that day. Thank you for listening, and that's all we got.